Hi guys. Okay, so yesterday I started talking about New Beginnings November, which is just kind of my way of getting the word out about just ways that you can better yourself, better your family, reduce toxins, and do it in a way that is really inexpensive and really, really easy. So yesterday I just kind of talked about the introduction of all of it. And today I wanted to talk about soaps because it's all around us. And we hear all of these problems about like, why should I be worried about the soap that I use? Like, come on, it's just on my skin. Well, first of all, your skin is your largest organ of your body. If you're not protecting your skin, you're not protecting your whole body. And because of that, it's really important that you're protecting what you're putting on your skin. And we think of soap as a way to protect us. We use it to clean our hands. We use it to clean our bodies. We use it to clean our faces. We use it to clean our animals. But if we are picking soaps that can do more damage than good, well, that doesn't help us at all. So what's the big deal with soap? So there has been kind of this whole buzz going on right now about soaps because of what's been happening with the news and with the FDA. So, people have heard that you should not be using antibacterial soaps. And what the FDA has found is that there is really not enough science to show that over-the-counter antibacterial soaps actually can prevent illness. In fact, there's a question of whether they can have a negative effect on your health. So kind of the basis of all of this is that in 2013, the FDA proposed this rule that requires this safety and efficacy data, basically saying to these soap companies that were saying that something was antibacterial, hey, you got to prove that these ingredients are safe. And really little information was able to be provided from that. And so the majority of the antibacterial ingredients that are used in soaps, including triclosan, and then some others as well, they basically can't be marketed in their soaps. Just because these ingredients can't be proven to be safe over time, they can't be proven, and that's daily use, long periods of time. So this FDA rule that we have here, it's really just going for soaps and body washes. So it's not for hand sanitizers, not for hand wipes. That's a whole other ballgame that hopefully will be tackled soon, but is not being tackled right now. And it's not for these antibacterial soaps that are used in healthcare settings, so hospitals, nursing homes. It doesn't cover that as well, which is unfortunate, but that's just how it is. So basically, if something is an antibacterial soap, the whole idea is that it's antimicrobial, antiseptic. Something has been added into those soaps in order to reduce or prevent bacterial infection. But those things that are added in, again, are these items, these ingredients that have not been proven to be safe for daily use over a long period of time, which means your body is being bombarded with all of this over and over again. So you're going to basically say like, okay, but I only wash my hands like a couple of times a day. Sure, you only wash your hands a couple of times a day, but triclosan is not just in soaps. It's in clothing. It's in some clothing. It's in kitchenware. It's in furniture. It's in toys. Basically, it's in all of these things that have now said, hey, it's antimicrobial. Like, it will not grow all these things on it. It has triclosan in it, or chances are it has it in it. So your body is being bombarded with these chemicals that have been proven not to be safe. And so over time, as your body is getting bombarded over and over and over again, there's only so much that your body can take. And then we start to see ill effects from it. So basically, it's great that the FDA has said, hey, these soaps cannot have these ingredients in it anymore. You cannot say that it's an antibacterial soap. It cannot have those ingredients. That is fantastic. But what do you do instead? Because there's actually going to be a really long time before you're able to see this effect take place in the marketplace. So people are like, I don't want to make my own soap. I don't want to do that. Okay, it's really easy to make your own soap. Go to Amazon, go to Whole Foods. Some Targets have Dr. Bronner's. Well, all Targets have Dr. Bronner's, but the one that you want to get is the unscented kind. If it has any other scents in it, you don't know the quality of those scents, and if it's considered perfume that's added to it, you have no idea what chemicals have been added to that. So you want as natural as possible. So Dr. Bronner's unscented, easy, easy, easy. It comes like this. It's huge. It's going to last you forever. I mean, I make this for my family. I make it for other people. And this one bottle lasts forever. And I think it's like maybe $20 for the large bottle. So really inexpensive. But what you do is you take a foaming hand soap. This is the face wash that we use, but you can do this for a hand soap as well. And you're just going to fill it. This is just some sticker residue on the bottom there. But you're just going to fill just a little layer on the bottom and then fill the rest with tap water. That's it. All you need to have good hand washing is soap and water, and then a good washing routine. You're doing it long enough. Some people sing happy birthday, some people sing the ABCs. My goodness, if you're my kids last night, jingle bells, because somehow they got in their heads that we had to sing jingle bells at the top of our lungs all night long. So that's a great one. You basically just want to be washing your hands for an extended period of time, but just soap. That's all you need. The kind of soap doesn't really matter as long as it's a natural soap. If you are adding any other chemicals into it, then you have no idea the quality of those chemicals or the quality of those perfumes. So anyways, let's talk again about why you really want to avoid triclosan, because I was like, oh yeah, triclosan's bad. But I was like, okay, what is it about it that's bad? Why do we want to avoid it? There's a lot of reasons. So basically, it alters the way that some of our hormones in our bodies work. And again, it raises that potential long-term effect in humans. So there is Teresa Michelle. She is of the FDA's Division of Non-Prescription Drug Products. This is what she has said. There's no data demonstrating that these drugs provide additional protection from disease and infections. Using these products might give people a false sense of security. If you use these products, and we're talking about the antibacterial items, because you think they protect you more than soap and water, that's not correct. If you use them because of how they feel, there are many other products that have similar formulations but won't expose your family to unnecessary chemicals. And some manufacturers have begun to revise these products to remove these ingredients. That's all good news. But again, triclosan, why do we want to avoid it specifically? Well, sorry, I'm just going through my notes because I want to make sure that I hit all of the points that I wanted to. So it can really lead to thyroid problems or hormone imbalance. So antibacterial chemicals, they can be one of the contributing factors to these issues here. So several studies have shown that triclosan and similar chemicals like that, they disrupt the body's ability to uptake thyroid hormone, and they also interfere with hormone process in the body. Hormones are so important. Hormones kind of get a bad rap because we think of women in that time of month, and they're not bad, they're good. Everyone needs hormones, and we need hormones to work the way they're supposed to work in our bodies. But if we disrupt that, that's when we have problems. So hormone imbalance, it can lead to infertility, it can lead to obesity, it can lead to several different kinds of cancer. We don't want to have that hormone imbalance, and triclosans have that potential to alter the way that our hormones work in our bodies. It also can lead to a buildup of certain types of bacterias in our bodies and in our nose, and it can lead to an increased risk of infection, possible amputation, death after surgery. There's a lot of things that it has been shown that have happened because of this ingredient, or because of ingredients like that cause that buildup. Also, let's think environmental. Widespread use of these antibacterial chemicals, especially in hand soap, because we're thinking we're washing our hands, it's going down the sink. It leads to these chemicals getting washed down the drains, into the water system. It shows that these chemicals can remain there in that water even after the water treatment, and these chemicals supposedly have been cleared out. But they're found in streams, they're found in waterways around the world. That's not a good thing. Because these chemicals are fat soluble, there's that buildup of fatty tissue, which means that it can have the potential to stay at greater levels, like as we're thinking animals in the food chain, like even higher up animals in the food chain, as they're ingesting smaller animals and it's going up the food chain. These are going to be hanging out there, which is not a good thing. Basically, I know that we're concerned about germs. I know that we're concerned about sanitation. We want to be safe, especially as we're getting into fall and winter. Those of us with kids, we're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be invaded with the germs and all of this stuff. And you want to do what you can. But all you need is soap and water. That is it. That is truly it. Now, of course, there are other things that you can do in addition to soap and water that are natural, that are healthy, that are not going to have those long-term effects. And so there are other options. We personally, in our house, we use the Thieves foaming hand soap just because I like it. Already is moisturizing, so my hands don't dry out, because I wash my hands all the time, especially now that we're potty training. So I use that. But I've made my own hand soap. I do the Castile soap. I add in a little bit of a carrier oil. Typically, it's either been grapeseed oil or coconut oil, like fractionated coconut oil, which is the liquid form, water. And I'll also add in a couple of the essential oils that I personally like. But I mean, honestly, now that my kids have been so busy, I don't have time to make that anymore, or I just, no, you know what, I do have the time, I just don't want to anymore. So I just buy the Thieves hand soap. It's already done. I can buy the big huge bottle and refill it if I want. Also, it has Thieves in it, which if you know me, you know how much I love Thieves because of all of these cleaning powers of it. And so I personally really like that for my family. But if you're looking for a really easy way, you don't have access to that, well, you can always contact me and I'll hook you up. I'd be happy to hook you up with the hand soap. But get some Castile soap, get a foaming container. I mean, this one I got online in like a huge pack of them because I was making a lot for people. But you can get them, I think they're starting to sell them at Target. Maybe not looking like this, maybe looking even a little bit nicer, but they're there. So anyways, please avoid those things that say antibacterial. The hand purifiers, that's a whole other day. Remember, that's not included in this, what you're not allowed, like what they're going to start taking off the market. They're only going to be doing body washes. They're only going to be doing hand soaps, taking those off the market. You're still going to see antibacterial hand sanitizer. It has the same ingredients. Let's use our brains. If we're not using the soap, let's not use the hand sanitizer as well. Again, there are other options for what you can do for a very quick and very easy waterless hand purifier. There are really easy options there. You do not have to use the antibacterial hand soap, and other options are not going to have the alcohol in it. It's not going to be drying. It's not going to be damaging to the actual skin itself, because my goodness, it's wintertime. We're using it a lot. We cannot afford to have all of that dryness all around. So anyways, that's what I have. A couple of points that I didn't get to, but thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. And I hope that this was informative. I hope that it kind of maybe answered some of your questions about why we want to avoid those antibacterial products. And let me know if you have any other questions. I'm going to be doing another video tomorrow, probably either in the morning while the kids are in preschool or during nap time. I don't know. But, let me know if you have something that you're like, oh gosh, I really wonder about this product that I have in my house and why I shouldn't use it, or maybe why I should use it. Let me know, because I'm going to be doing this for the whole month of November. Remember, November is my birthday month. It's when my kids were born too, all within 2 days of each other. 3 birthdays in 2 days. So it's a very exciting time for me, and it's a time when I think about new beginnings. And I think about ways that we can just kind of liven up our lives in a way that is healthy and easy, because I don't have time for hard. I just don't have time for that. So anyways, that's what I have. Thank you guys for tuning in, and feel free to share this with whoever you want. This is a public video, and I'm going to be posting it on YouTube, on my business's YouTube page, so that anyone can access this if you want. My business is One Breath at a Time, THYME, and I have a lot of videos up there, a lot about essential oils, but a lot also about health and wellness topics. But the videos that you're going to see here on my personal page this month are really going to be about these health and wellness topics. And then if you want to supplement in certain products, because Young Living is what I use, I do talk about that, but this is not for that. It is just to empower you to make some healthy, fresh starts for yourself. So anyways, happy November. Bye, guys.